new way to see. No more counting calories, just living free. Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With diet-free life, it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices that see you through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right. With diet-free life, it helps futures lose pride.
What's up, everybody? Sound like Lacey Green. Yes, this is Robert Ferguson, your nutritionist, a guy who shares because I care, and today is no different. However, I want you to put on your head of imagination, and I want to share something with you that I just did with 5 of my clients. And let me tell you, the outcome has been absolutely amazing. I call it blind weight loss, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they did. They all lost weight. They all have struggled with their weight. They all have had challenges with their weight. But the last 3 weeks now, every week they're losing weight. And I'm calling this blind weight loss. And I've shared this before. I've never really shared it publicly. I've done it with clients here and there. And yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly how we did it. Now, before we get into all of that, I also want to invite you to learn more about our Food as Medicine conference. It's an online conference. I did it last year. It went absolutely great. This year is completely different. Completely different. There is not one thing that was taught in our first Food as Medicine course that's in this course. And as you know, you could wait 6 months and there's a whole bunch of new information that comes out. So this is that annual conference that people are going to go to. And one day it's going to become something really big online. And then one day we're going to do it in person and live. So anyone can come to this. Anyone. If you are interested in learning about nutrition and putting yourself in a position where you are better informed, then you're less likely to be misguided by those who are misinformed. And you know, and one of the cool things, and there's many things that we've added to this year's Food as Medicine, but this is something that's like really cool. And that we have a couple of sessions where you're gonna need your computer. And that's why the great part is that you're at home in the comfort of your home. Last year, I had people, they went and got a hotel room just so they wouldn't be disturbed by the kids or by anybody else. And they were fully focused and dedicated to what we covered. Well, this time, we're actually going to like take you step by step by the hand and show you how to fact check articles, information, you know, with the specific focus on health. We're going to show you step by step. So you're going to need your computer. It's going to be great. Okay. So we have that. And then make sure you subscribe to our newsletter if you have not. And if you want to learn more, and there's a free seminar I have, just go to the description below and you will see it. And then it is what it is. And if you have any questions, if you catch me live, please post your questions. And if you put it in the comments and you're catching the replay, then maybe in our next live, I will actually get to it and be able to answer your question, because I really am here. And every time we go live, it is to help people. So please like, subscribe. If you're catching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, doesn't matter where you're catching us. Eventually get to the YouTube channel, because that's where we're going to be focusing and growing. Okay. Not just next year or the year after, but we're going to take everything to the next level. And we will also be on other platforms, to include getting our podcast re-engaged and growing as well. Okay. So let's get into this blind weight loss. Okay. So I want you to use your imagination, be open-minded to what I'm going to share with you, because a lot of times when I share information, people, they kind of get in their own way. And this is what happens when we're losing weight. Okay, and I'll give you an example, and consider this the preface. You have a scale at home, right? And so imagine you decide, I'm going to lose weight. So you have the scale, and some people check their weight every day. Every day they step on the scale to see where they are. I once had a client who stepped on the scale every day, like 3 times a day. 3 times a day. There are people who are doing that. There are some of you who step on the scale every day. And you have a goal to lose weight. So I am a big fan of 1 time a week. So the first thing, if you want to approach the blind weight loss, okay, I'm telling you, the outcomes are amazing. And if you're one of my clients, when we have our next coach call, hey, jump on and we'll talk about it, and I'll tell you how you can do it. But I'm going to share it right now. So the first thing is that you weigh yourself once a week. The second thing is that you must have a plan, and hopefully a plan that you believe in, or someone that you believe in. So my clients believe in me, right? They trust me. I take that very seriously. And my goal is to trust them, and they take it seriously. And together as a team, I'm going to coach them to the outcomes that they want. And we're going to have accountability and all of these amazing things, right? That happens when you have a coach. If you've never worked with a coach, I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you, and I can back it up. I can show you data that says that having a coach increases your success by 9 times. Think about what I just said. Not 3 times, not 2 times, not 5 times. Increase your success by 9 times. Who wouldn't want to have a coach when you know your success is inevitable? 9 times. And some of my clients, they start looking for all kinds of things. Again, they're not believing in the process. They don't believe in the plan. It's kind of like when someone's married, right? When you have a wandering eye, you don't really believe in the relationship. There's something about the relationship, the marriage, the boyfriend, girlfriend, you really don't believe. That's why you want to look at their phone. And that's why, you know what I mean? Like, you start having these moments of doubt. And so when people go to lose weight, what I love about the blind approach is I know we're going to make results, because they're going to believe not in the scale, but they're going to believe in the plan. And what I love about it is that it holds me accountable. So if I give you the plan and you follow it blindly, and I'm going to tell you what blindly means, okay? You follow it blindly. When you wake up on the 7th day or the 8th day that morning, go to the restroom, don't eat or drink anything, and you step on the scale completely naked or in the exact same clothes that you wore when you first stepped on the scale, I know you're going to be down. You're going to be down. Even with insulin resistance, you're going to be down because you believed in it and you went for it and you did it blindly. Because my plan works. And if you are not down, it is my responsibility to have answers. And I'm okay with that. So this is what we did. The first week, and I took, again, 4 of my clients, and actually it was 5 of my clients. And I told them, hey, you want to experiment with something? They all said yes. And all of them had been struggling. Their weight kind of stabilized a little bit. So I said, all right, the first goal is that you cannot step on the scale except for the baseline. So see where your weight is tomorrow morning. Now we know what your weight is. And you can check other markers. And I'm not saying do this with glucose or anything. I'm saying weight. I said, then take the scale so you're not tempted and hide it. Put it in your car, put it somewhere. And then once you got the scale out of there and we have your beginning weight, you're going to follow this nutrition plan. We went over the plan. They had their breakfast, they had their lunch, they had their dinner. They didn't feel like they were going to be deprived or restricted. And they stepped on in and they started going. Now, many people will step on the scale a little early just to see if the program is working. You see what I mean? Here's the first challenge, because if you have to step on the scale just to see if it's working, then you don't believe. There's something that you don't believe in, like you're doubting the plan. Because when you know, it's kind of like watching, or like the Super Bowl happens, right? And when the Super Bowl happens, you didn't get to watch it, but you really want to watch it. And so to really enjoy it, you ask everybody, don't tell me, I don't want to know who won. Because you have it on your DVR, you don't want to watch anything that's going to spoil it so you can have the experience. But I like to look at the belief I have in the plan as though the game is over. I know who's going to win. All I got to do is sit and watch it. And no matter how bad it's looking for the team that's going to win, I know they're going to win. That's how I look at weight loss in our Diet for Life methodology. I know that it works. I know that you can lose weight eating whatever it is that you want to eat, whether it's bread, pasta, glass of wine. You can eat all of these things, and I've proven it again and again and again, as long as you do two things. Well, actually, there's probably more than that, but two basic things. One, combine the foods the way we teach you to combine the foods. That's number one. Two, make sure your food that you're consuming is in the right proportions. That means that you're eating enough, and that means that you're not eating too much. So it's right there, what we call a fat burning meal. And if you blindly follow the plan, I will bet you money, gift card, Starbucks, coffee bean, restaurant, if you follow the plan each and every week, you're going to see improvements. Guaranteed. I'm saying that it's blind. But when it's blind, what happens is one of two things. Well, there's three. But the two positives is, one, you're going to be like, all right, Robert, deal. Let's do it. So you're going to make your meal and you're going to stop. That means you're not going to eat anything else. You're not going to have an extra serving because you're following the plan. You're going to drink your water. You're going to eat again. You're going to eat again. And if you want a snack, then we're going to give you the snacks. And you're going to do this every day. You're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be craving. You're not going to be wishing this and wishing that. You're just going to follow the plan. You're going to follow the plan in a world of freedom, but as though you're locked up, right? Because the people who are locked up, if they don't have access to the commissary or getting all the added snacks and being able to buy their own food, if you're only eating what they give you, the outcome will be there. See, what happens is a lot of us don't realize it. It's like psychosomatic. We will eat or nibble on something and totally forget we did it. Have an extra piece of this or an extra piece of that, or a bite of this or that, and totally forget that you did it. So when you go blind, you are going in faith. Now, if you're a Christian, you probably get what I'm saying, because this is biblical. Right? It's like, I'm blind and have faith in Jesus Christ. And I don't need anybody. I don't need to check anything every day. I just believe. And so that's what I'm asking you, is to believe. You eat 3 meals a day. They're all fat burning meals. We go over it. The proportions are right. Everything is right. And I guarantee you, you will lose weight. I also could guarantee you, if you came and lived with me, and I'm not asking anybody to come live with me, but if you did, and you and I ate meals together in faith, I guarantee you're going to get the outcomes that you want. And I actually did this experiment with my own mom. See, my mom, and I believe this was around 2000, it was 2007, or maybe shortly after that. And my mom has survived breast cancer 3 different times. And that's an emotional roller coaster. And she had lost weight, but then she had gained a lot of weight back. And she had seen my program, and this was before my infomercial went live, which went live May 1st. Actually, before that, we did testing, but it went live in 2009. May 1st is the date I always think of because all the other airings were tests. And my mom would see these people losing weight. She would meet people that lost weight. She met doctors who were my clients that lost weight. I mean, 100 pounds, 150 pounds, 80 pounds. So she saw it, but in her entire experience with losing weight, what her son was doing was completely different from what she had experienced in her own life. Because when she lost weight, it was major restriction, very hardcore. Same as many of you, you've lost weight, you know how to do it, hardcore, but not a lifestyle, something that is really sustainable, which is what we're all about, right? So my mom flies out because I'm going to put on the program. I said, hey, and that'll give you a chance to be with, our new baby, my oldest daughter at the time, who's now 17. Oh my goodness. And she comes out and I said, let's do your weight. So we did her weight, we did her measurements. And I said, we are not going to step on the scale for 21 days, which I referred to, and I called this, and I created this called the metabolism makeover. I may even bring that back. And so I gave her the things to avoid, like high fructose corn syrup, stuff like that. Told her what was on the list, and she's with me. So we're going to eat every meal together. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so we did. And I'll never forget the first morning when we ate, my mom was like, this is a lot of food. And I said, yeah, but it's a fat burning meal. I said, if you can't finish it, then don't finish it. But, it is a fat burning meal. So just do the best you can. So my mom ended up finishing that meal. Then lunchtime came, and I remember her saying, we're eating again already? I go, yeah. She goes, and I'm supposed to lose weight eating like this. I go, this is a fat burning meal. And so I'm teaching her along the way. And then we had dinner, and I wanted to have pasta. And my mom was like, so we can have pasta? I said, Mom, yeah. So I made the pasta, which actually I'm going to make today. I just reminded myself of, I want some pasta. And I have some fitness goals right now. And I'm doing exactly what I teach. Exactly what I teach is knowing how to eat. And I understand the importance of food as medicine. So I'm eating in a way that's helping me. Everything is getting better. And I'm getting closer to my goal. This morning, I actually surpassed my goal, my fitness goal. So I have a fitness goal, not a weight loss goal, but in order to attain my fitness goal, and I'm going to be sharing the details of this in our food as medicine course, actually. I'm going to show the exact nutrition plan I followed. Everybody's going to be able to download it, and they can have it and use it however they want. So all of it is being documented. But my goal is January 1st, and that is to run 3 miles in under 18 minutes. And I've done that for many, many, many years. But the last few years since the pandemic, I got out of the running, and not everybody, this is my personal goal. Okay. So to run faster, longer, part of the deal is I'm going to be leaner. I know that. I'm not even trying to do that, but that's just the way it works, right? So when you're exercising and you eat right, any extra body fat comes off. Let me say that again. When you're exercising and you're exercising the right way and you're eating right, any excess body fat is coming off. It's coming off. If it's not coming off, there's either something wrong with your nutrition or there's something wrong with your fitness, how you're conditioning, or maybe a combination of both. Well, I got the nutrition and I totally got the fitness. So I already know. I don't eat outside of fat burning meals. So some excess body fat's coming off, which is fine. I'm okay with it. Actually, I'll be really happy with it because there's a pair of pants I haven't worn in a moment that is like a 31.5 waist. And right now, most of my comfortable pants, because of my legs, are like 33. And I got some really cool 32. But anyway, all of that is going to correct itself just because I'm going after my goal. So, and I'm going to give you that. When you go to food as medicine, you'll get all of that. Okay. So this is what happened with my mom. We get into an argument over the pasta because she looked at the sauce and said, that's too much sauce. She says, how much sauce is that? And I said, it's a half a cup. And I said, I measured out everything, right? It's like half this size. For me, it'd be like 3/4 of a cup, but it was a half a cup. I measured it. I ate exactly what she was eating. And she says, no. So I end up leaving the house. At that moment, I went down to the grocery store, a store we call Vons in California. And I went and I purchased 3. Yeah, we had one at home. So I purchased 3 measuring cups that were all different. They looked different. Brought them back to the house. And I said, okay, Mom, I'm going to show you. So I put a half cup of marinara in one of them, then the other one, Then I put them on different parts of the plates. And she was like, wow. So that is. And the only reason why I did that is my mom said, well, my measuring cups don't look like that. She doubted the plan. She doubted it. Well, 21 days goes by. I said, hey, Mom, we're going to weigh tomorrow morning. She goes, oh, Lord. I said, hey, how do you feel? Do you feel heavier? No. Do you feel good? I feel good. So she went with a blind approach. Didn't need a scale. Didn't need anything to help her realize I'm on the right track. 21 days. And if you look at my original program, okay, Food Lovers, Fat Loss, and you look at work I did up until maybe 8-9 years ago, when I first worked with someone, we wouldn't step on the scale for 21 days because the scale can be fluctuating and it can throw people off. It can throw you into a depression. It could mess with your mood, if you know what I'm saying. Like the scales set people up to be mentally placed in jail. So removing the scale, 21 days goes by. My mom's eating more food than she's ever eaten. Nothing was off limits. Everything was on limit. Everything was on the table. She was blown away because she was 11 pounds lighter, eating more food. True story. True story. Some of you are stepping on the scale too much. You're looking at the scale as like a means to tell you if what you're doing is working. And I don't know if it's psychological, but there's something that's not positive about that. It's somewhat damaging. Some of you are just still stuck. You're just doing nothing. And I get it. Some of you used to be my client and you disappeared. You can come back. I would love to have you. Right? Come on back, because every week my clients are succeeding. And when I talk to our other coaches, every week their clients are succeeding. I'll have people come and work with me for a while, leave, go try all these other crazy things, and then they come back. If they were paying attention, because they experienced the truth. And when you experience the truth and your eyes are open to it, yeah, you could run and hide, but eventually you'll come back. Or you'll try to do it from a distance because your ego gets in. I don't know why, but people's egos get in the way. Blind approach. Give it a shot. I see Susie caught me live. Give it a shot, Susie. Go blind. Then you have to trust it, because you're not going to eat anything outside of what the plan is when you take a blind approach. There is power in blind weight loss. Just trust it. If you have the right plan. Now, if you got the wrong plan, I would be suspicious also. I would be suspicious because you don't know. Even people who go like a long period of time trying keto, many of them don't lose weight. Some of them do. But the ones that lose, the large majority of them gain it right back. It's so interesting, right? To sit and meet with people who want to be healthier, but they don't know how to eat. That's the other thing I love about food as medicine, is because you become informed instead of just guessing your way. Let's be informed instead of trusting what someone says. I mean, I'm about to wrap it up here. I keep hearing, and this is just one example. I keep hearing that doctors are telling their patients who have high cholesterol to cut back on the egg yolks, when the evidence is clear. Even the American Heart Association in 2015 admitted that eating cholesterol, like an egg yolk, does not cause your cholesterol to go up. But I understand, because for over 50 years, they drilled us and drilled us and drilled us through media and through public service announcements and in classes and through doctors, that if you want to get your cholesterol down, you want to stop eating those egg yolks. Why do you think egg whites became so popular? Because the whole goal was to run away from saturated fat and cholesterol. And now we know that that was misinformation. And it was information at the time. And you may be thinking, well, Robert, well, what about you? In 6 years, what you're saying is wrong. I have an evidence-based and clinically proven program. It works the same as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. I know that tomorrow morning the sun's going to rise. And I know later today and tomorrow evening, the sun is going to set. And I know that when you take a blind approach with at least our methodology, whether it's 7 days or 21 days, I am willing to bet anyone you will be successful. So ask yourself, right? I'll leave with this, and you can comment and bring it up to me later. What's up, Maricela? Maricela is one of my clients. I mean, where you been, girl? And I believe Maricela's on it. So I don't have to talk to people every week. I do believe she's on it and she's making it happen. But we should schedule and do a catch-up, Maricela. We should do a catch-up sooner than later, okay? A lot of good things are happening that I'm sharing with my clients. Every week, I'm sharing new things with my clients. Every week, they're learning something new about nutrition. Every week. And my coaches do the same thing. They share every week. This is our passion. But when you trust the plan and you go for it, you can do it blindly. I don't need to step on. I really don't. Like, I knew what my weight was when I began this process 11, 12 days ago, and my body fat and my waist. I did do the measurement, and I can tell you 1,000%, like, I don't step on the scale. Now, I will after about 30 days, but I'm not going to step on the scale and do my body composition until then. And the only reason why I'm waiting until then, because it doesn't matter. Every meal I make is a fat burning meal. I know exactly what to eat, what not to eat, how to extra. I know exactly. So, and I believe in me, and I'm trusting me. So I'm just sticking to the plan. Why do I need to step on a scale? To step on the scale and go, oh man, I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Right? Think about that. The people who step on the scale, oh man, I don't understand. My numbers are up. Because somewhere in that week, somewhere you didn't follow the plan. And you're using the scale to see if you went too far to the left or too far to the right, instead of just following the damn plan. Don't challenge it. Flow with it. So, Maricela, anybody in my next, when we have a call, Susie, if you want to talk more about the blind weight loss, let's talk about it. And I'll show you how you can do it. You can do it 7 days, or you can go more. Now, the last thing I'll share with you, and then I'll say goodbye, is that many people have a hard time with that, because they start thinking, well, what if, I follow the plan and it doesn't work? Again, they're going in with doubt. If it doesn't work, call me on it. As your coach, if it doesn't work, I'm taking full responsibility for what the outcome will be. And if I need to be penalized for that, penalize me. Maybe the next month you don't pay, or maybe I get you a gift certificate. We'll figure out something. But I'm confident. I'm confident in it for you. I'm confident in it for me. So that whole thing, like, what if, that's doubt. Forget the doubt, surrender. Like, you learn this in psychology, and you also learn it in the Bible. There's power in coming to a place where you surrender. In sobriety, it's very popular. When you surrender, many, many positive things happen. Surrender. Just go with it. Believe it. Now, let's say you went 30 days and you step on the scale and you're only down 1 pound. I guarantee you that during that time, you were feeling better, your clothes are fitting better because you're smaller. So that tells me there was a major shift in body composition. And if we knew your body fat percentage, then we could prove that. We could say, okay, well, you actually dropped 7 pounds of fat and gained 3 pounds of skeletal muscle and bone. Think, oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. Yeah, your waist is down. You're 2-3 inches down the waist. So do we just need the scale to go down, or can we go with the waist also? And can we go with how we feel? Because there's a cellular transformation taking place on a cellular level. There's making it possible for everything to function better. Then your energy comes. All these things get better on a cellular level. I love the blind. Some of you would really benefit. The more I talk about blind weight loss, the more a lot of my clients would benefit from it. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to bring it up. So if you're my client, we have a coach call, even starting on Friday. Okay. Because I'm recording this live on a Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, when I have coach calls, we're going to talk about blind weight loss. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, next week, blind weight. So for 7 days, any one of my clients who have booked, or even people who do a free consultation with me, I'm going to share blind weight loss. And like Maricela says, trust the process. My one client, Chris, I remember he would tell people, I would say, talk to Chris, ask Chris. And Chris would always say, Robert's going to say, trust the process. Stay the course. Trust the process. Stay the course. And here's the crazy part, and I promise I am saying bye. You're not starving. It doesn't hurt. You're eating regular food. It doesn't even feel like you're on a diet. That's it. All right. I'm Robert Ferguson. I got to go. You guys have a good one. And until the next one, reach out. But again, I share because I care. I am your nutritionist, a guy who is on a mission to help people make change that they can live with. Until the next one, I got to go. Let me send myself out.
No more counting calories, just living free. Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With diet-free life, it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices to see you through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right.